Yo, what's good, family? It's your man the YB, back once again. Big shout out to my doggy Jan Gollop for coming through and boosting the coin up. So, as you've seen by the title, Deontay Wilder and his team have broken their silence and called out Anthony Joshua and demanded the fight be next, even though this contradicts the Wilder versus Andy Majin Buu Ruiz mandatory ordering by the WBC, final eliminator ordering by the WBC. Here it goes. Wilder, who has a mandatory eliminator with Andy Ruiz Jr. lined up for 2023, would be willing to delay the WBC bout to secure a clash with Joshua. Winkle explained how Wilder feels about the event 5 years after the pair first discussed a collision. Can you believe that, people? I remember making videos, in 2018. Was it 2018? No, it couldn't have been. Was it? I don't know, whatever year it was. I remember, and it feels like yesterday. Anyway, for one reason or another, Wilder vs. Joshua failed to come to fruition, despite repeated attempts. Here's the quotes. Deontay is willing to fight Anthony Joshua next, Finkel told World Boxing News in a world exclusive interview. We would take that fight in the UK or in the Middle East, and we will do it next. We have the WBC eliminator with Majin Buu Ruiz, and we will do that, but we want the Joshua fight. Eddie Hearn said he contacted me in August, but we had the Robert Bumlenius fight. We announced it that month and said we won't talk to anyone until after the Bumlenius fight. Eddie knew this, but still said he had contacted us. Now we are willing to talk to make a deal for Joshua next. Asked whether Joshua, aka Joshua, potentially facing Dillian Whyte in a rematch had any bearing on his thoughts, Winkle added, Whyte didn't look good on Saturday night versus Jermaine Franklin, so why would Joshua want to take that fight? Deontay wants to fight next. We've been trying since 2017 to get the Joshua fight. Let's make a deal and do the fight. The fans want to see it, so why not? The Ruiz fight is there, and we will do it if we can't get Joshua. But even if Deontay beats Ruiz, we are still willing to fight Joshua. We are worried that he might want another tune-up if he fights Whyte and doesn't look good, so we should just go straight ahead into that fight next. We understand Eddie could want the Whyte fight, as Joshua has lost twice to Usyk, but the fans would like to see Wilder versus Joshua, and we are willing to do it. Let's make the deal, he concluded. So we just heard there from Winkle, and this for me is funny. Essentially what's happened is Team Wilder have the buttons finally click for them, yeah? They realise they messed up a $150 million bag they messed up. And not only that, his legacy. Because really, what we know now is Wilder probably would have knocked AJ Spark out. Do you know what I'm saying? From what we know now, the path, the trajectory that AJ was on, he was declining. And look what Ruiz did with AJ. Look at all of AJ fights around that period, which would have been the Wilder fight period. Wilder most likely would have caught AJ and knocked him all the way back to Timbuktu. Yeah? So, they're kicking themselves. And I think what they've clocked is number one, if we fight Ruiz and lose, it's even worse. Do you know what I'm saying? If we fight Ruiz, everyone knows. One thing you know about Ruiz, he come to fight. He come to win as well. Ruiz ain't no old dude with no chin. Ruiz got a cast iron chin, a cast iron hair trigger left hook, cast iron hair trigger combinations. Oh, he winning, mate. Oh, he winning, mate. He winning. Oh, yeah, all them ones there. must be, my movement. Oh, yeah, all that one there, 100%. He got, must be, my movement. All that kind of one, 100%. He weenie, man, he weenie. 100%. Anyway, listen, you heard there from Ruiz. Yeah, he talk about his speed. He weenie. That's Ruiz for you. Yeah, he always weenie. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, he got his speed, got his movement, all them ones there. And does Wilder really want that one? We've just seen Wilder go in there with Bum-Lenius. Bum-Lenius no good. Bum-Lenius come to jump on the floor. Bum-Lenius, yeah, I've seen tapes. Bum-Lenius, people talk about training, yeah. Bum-Lenius was in the gym practicing how to jump on the floor. Yeah, he had the crash mat out. Hollywood stunt actors, yeah, they use a crash mat. A crash mat is a big puffy mat. And Bum-Lenius was in training. He weren't doing no sparring. He was putting his gloves on and practicing how to jump backwards onto the floor. Or better yet, jump forwards. He was doing all different angles. They weren't sure. Because you see, Bum-Lenius didn't know how Wilder wanted it. So Bum-Lenius was in training, practicing, jumping to the left, jumping to the right, jumping forward, jumping backwards. Just in case. But listen, fair play to Bum-Lenius. Bum-Lenius wanted to be prepared. Yeah? He said, Wilder, I've been training how to jump on the floor for the last 4 weeks. I'm prepared to pull it off however you want it. If you want me to jump forward, I can jump forward. If you want me to the left, I can jump to the left. Anyway, the point is, Ruiz ain't no Bum-Lenius. Ruiz ain't going to be in training, practicing how to jump on the floor. Now, he might be in training, eating McDonald's, but still, eat McDonald's or no McDonald's, he'll come to fight. He'll come to throw down. Does Wilder really want that? Not only that risk of, oh damn, we got beat by Ruiz risk, which completely blows the AJ fight out of the water, also the AJ losing risk. And this is what I said about Fury. I think a reason potentially Fury wanted the AJ fight was he realised, damn, if I don't have a go on AJ now, AJ right now is a big shiny money pot. Obviously it's not as shiny as it used to be, but it's still somewhat shiny. So right now, and I said this after the Usyk rematch, I said everyone is lining up to have a go on AJ right now. Yeah, all the heavyweight division are standing there just stroking themselves off, waiting to have a go on AJ. We've all seen them movies, yeah, and there's a whole bunch of dudes just there waiting for their turn. That's how I see it. That's how the heavyweight division is looking at AJ right now, yeah. They're just standing there looking at him and stroking themselves off, licking their chops at the idea of having a go on AJ. That's what it's bottom line. Yeah, he a big, wet, sweet piece of nunny right now. That's how the heavyweight division looks at AJ. Whether anyone likes it or not, that's the facts. He's sweet. Yeah. So Wilder's team are thinking, we've got a hard fight with Ruiz, we might lose. Also, can AJ beat? Seriously, yeah. Now, Dillian Whyte sucks. There's no doubt about that. But even so, who here is confident AJ beats Dillian? I'm not. If Dillian turns up to have a scrap, which he might not do, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't bet money on AJ beating anyone. He can't even beat middleweight. And yeah, people want to rant and rave about how good middleweight is. I don't think it's that good for heavyweight. I just don't. I think the first man who's big and strong and young will put it on Usyk and beat him. So AJ's got 2 losses and we know he's got no burning desire to fight. What happens if Dillian Whyte goes in there and hits him hard? Or what happens if he loses to Dillian Whyte? Then it's all over. Well, it's not. Obviously, AJ will still be there to be milked, but it's nowhere near as shiny, is it? And from Wilder's point of view, I'm going to be honest here. For me, Ruiz is a harder fight than AJ. Ruiz will come to fight. AJ might not. All jokes aside, yeah, we've all seen AJ walk forward and get popped by the weakest punch in the book, the jab. All Usyk did was jab him hard in the first round. A middleweight jab. And AJ didn't want nothing to do with it. Relevance? What do you think going to happen when Wilder slings that right hand? It doesn't even need to necessarily hit AJ clean. AJ merely feeling it in his guard, he's going to be thinking, I don't want nothing to do with that. Because if you don't want nothing to do with Usyk's weak jab, how are you going to want something to do with Wilder's right hand? I'm not, you man know me, I'm not someone who shills how great Wilder's right hand is. But I'm just doing basic maths here. If someone's scared of Usyk's jab, No matter how much someone might hate Wilder, yeah, there's no who here thinks Usyk's jab, yeah, is more powerful than Wilder's right hand. You're delusional. No way. Wilder's right hand will be 10 to 100 times more powerful than Usyk's jab, and that's the point. Not to mention all the fanfare around it. We know AJ's mentally weak. Point is, imagine he signs that Wilder fight, yeah? What do you think AJ's going to be thinking about every night? Oh damn, that right hand's coming. And I think AJ thinking about Wilder's right hand every night is actually going to create a magnetic force. I think the universe is going to walk AJ clean on to Wilder's right hand. That's how I think it's going to go. Because AJ will be he'll be psychotic over Wilder's right hand. And the fight will start, the bell will go, and you'll see AJ's chin just edging right into the air, and you'll see Wilder just flick it, and that'll be it. AJ will be on the floor looking like John Fury versus the Black Skellington. That's how I think it goes. So I see from Wilder's point of view, he wants his go first. He doesn't want sloppy thirds. Yeah, he want to get in sloppy seconds. Because right now, sloppy seconds is the most valuable one. Fury blew it. Don't know what Fury was thinking. Fury's played himself out of loads of money, but whatever, he's already rich. I'm just calling a spade. Wilder trying to get in there and get on it. Now the problem is, Team Wilder already mentioned it. Are Team AJ going to go for this? But equally, from Team AJ's point of view, they want to cash out too. They must be thinking, wait there a minute, if we lose to Whyte, the Wilder fight's much less at that point. Do you understand? AJ loses to Whyte, then the Wilder fight don't make no sense. The Wilder fight now makes some sense because he's only lost to one man, Usyk. So if I know Team AJ, I reckon, let's not forget people, yeah? Team AJ were prepared to bite Fury's hand off on 10 weeks' notice after just fighting, which shows you they got no intention of being serious anyway. That shows you they're just trying to cash out. So I reckon Team AJ will go for this. I think they'll bite Wilder's hand off to cash out. AJ's already said, I'm looking for the big money fights. I'm not looking to, clearly he's shown already. Look at the Usyk fight. He's not looking to win, is he? Anyone who watches that Usyk fight, either of them, you can tell AJ ain't looking to win. He's looking to turn up, have a sparring session, take as little risk as possible, and cash out. And the Wilder fight, the Wilder fight must be at least twice as big as the Whyte fight. If AJ can make 10 mil against Whyte, it'll be 20 mil against Wilder. And I think he'll go for that. And this for me will be a key thing that tells me if AJ's serious about his career. Because if AJ takes the Whyte fight over the Wilder fight, that may imply he still thinks he's serious. Because if for AJ to go straight into a Wilder fight, that tells me he's got no intentions of really having a career. He just wants to cash out. Because no man can lose to Usyk twice in that fashion and really think he's going to have a chance against Wilder. So if AJ turns the Wilder fight down and says, no, Wilder, you beat Ruiz, I'll beat Whyte, and then we'll see where we are, and then we'll meet up. That'll tell me, yeah, AJ, whatever we say about him, he at least thinks he's half serious. He at least believes he can have the Whyte fight. Do you understand? Because if Team AJ believe that Whyte is food, if Team AJ believe that they've got Whyte's number, as they should do, there's no way they should take the Wilder fight. They should be saying, listen, Wilder, there's no rush for us to fight you. This fight's going to be bigger after we've knocked Dillian Whyte out. I'll knock Dillian Whyte out, you knock Andy Ruiz out, and that fight will be 50% bigger than it would be now. Because right now, Wilder and AJ are nobodies in that sense. They're both bottoms. They've both been beaten. However, if they both get a top tier, top 5 win under their belt, i.e. AJ knocks out Whyte and Wilder knocks out Ruiz, that fight is then a top 1 again. The winner of that then becomes a serious contender. Do you know what I'm saying? If Wilder beats Ruiz and AJ beats Whyte, and then Wilder and AJ fight, that's a serious guy who wins that fight. Whoever wins that fight will then be in a serious contention for the winner of the Usyk and Fury fight. But it all depends on what AJ's thinking. And I've got a feeling, his team will say, yeah, scrap the Whyte fight. Let's just jump straight into the Wilder fight because we don't want to take the risk. We don't believe. And that's what I'm going to tell you right now. If AJ doesn't take the Whyte fight and go straight to Wilder, that tells you they've got no belief. AJ doesn't believe in himself and it's all about the money. That's what it will show. If AJ has any belief in himself, he'll say, you know what? I need to build back into this. I've already beat Whyte. I've got his number, his food. I'm having Whyte and then I'm having Wilder. That's what we must see. That'll tell us that AJ actually has some belief in himself. And the fact the whole Fury thing happened, that wasn't a good look in my opinion. That tells me that he is looking to cash out. Because after losing to Usyk twice, a man who really believed in himself would be saying, there's no way I can beat Fury. Let me build up and earn it back to Fury. Let me fight Fury when I'm back to my usual self. AJ didn't say that. AJ said, yeah, no worries, short notice, I'll jump straight in there. No in, you got no chance of winning. No one believes he can win. No, a man who lost to Usyk twice, there's no way he can win without having some warm-up fights and proving himself that he's back. I want to see AJ go in there, yeah, and run through someone like Stormroll, someone like Dillian Whyte. Just tell me he's back. Until I see that, he ain't back. And really, all the signals are saying he knows he's not back. He knows he has no intention to come back. He just wants to collect the free money laying around. But time will tell. I hope I'm wrong. I hope AJ comes out and says, Wilder, you can wait. Dillian, you're getting it. I'm going to knock Dillian's head off, and then I'm going to knock Wilder's head off, back to back. That's what I'm going to do. Because doing it the other way makes no sense. If AJ puts it on Wilder first, that makes no sense. Obviously, if he wins that fight, it would make sense, but he ain't winning that fight. I'll bet big money. And it's weird, the bookies have it 50-50. I'm telling you now, I'm putting big coins on Wilder. Because we know Wilder's got the heart, we know he's got the right hand. We can't even be sure that, can AJ punch? We don't know. He couldn't punch Usyk up. So what makes you think he's going to punch Wilder up? Oops. Do you know what I'm saying? That fight for me, I'll put the bank on Wilder. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and lick off the bell.